Welcome back, Stanley Parable. We're in the magic room. The narrator is happy. He doesn't want us to leave. He doesn't want us to die. He wants us to stay here forever. When we leave, we didn't die when we jumped out.
Stanley, go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
Yes, there is, narrator. We can find the end.
No. What do you just not believe me? What can I say to convince you?
I don't believe you. I don't believe anything.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Okay. But who can you trust? Is he crazy? Is the narrator crazy? Is he the narrator? Is it a game? What is it?
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I love how he gets cut off at the end every time. Is there an ending?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Maybe there is a memo in the meeting room. It's one of those tests where the first question is read the instructions, look over at every question, and then the last instruction says, don't do the test.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
There's got to be a memo.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Graphs about things and money. What is that? Target demographic teenagers, eh? Find teenagers to put in a demographic, get a big nut. Some sort of child threat. What's that say on the back? Better safe than profit. They put safety over profits on the back burner.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
Is
office.
there a way out of this?
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Well, now I know some French. Where should we be? How do you beat this game? Would it be so simple to be a game you can beat? There's a meditation on what you can do with it. No way to save either. Just resume or begin it.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I don't want to. What if I escape? Oh, I didn't know you can crouch. When you went to the escape one, they just told you to turn it off.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Well, this is just the freedom ending again. Already done this. Alright, I'm gonna look up here. How to beat Stanley Parable. Step out of the office. The escape ending? Sure. Wait. Yeah, we've done that one. This guide contains a hint section for those who don't like spoils, but this guide also spoils everything. Don't ruin it. Try not to follow the narrator's directions. Try waiting around and walking back. Check all the office inventory doors and dark corners. Defined endings, sure. Defined events. The secrets. I mean, that's... Yeah, we did the freedom ending, no problem. Oh. There's a madness ending. Yeah, we did that one. The escape ending. We did that one. The confusion ending. The adventure line. Yep. The cold feet ending. So I guess it's just sort of an... you explore all the different... No, we did that one. That's where we got stuck. Stanley's wife. Or maybe that was the same one. Oh, that's where we jumped off. The corrupted game ending. So it looks like there's just a bunch of different options with it. I guess that's sort of the point of it. It's just to keep exploring. So it's not as linear as I thought it was. I'm gonna ask a question they probably did not want anyone to type in. How to play the Stanley Parable. Or without spoilers, what's the best way to enjoy it? How to enjoy life. Okay. I guess that's the point of it, is just to keep going and experiment with it. So it becomes like a sandbox story.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I just don't want to have to go through these little tedious bits again.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's...
Okay, so it's very easy to just hop back. Sort of like Undertale.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
How did we get to the blue door, red door? Is that from the escape path?
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood true happiness. Then the feeling went away, and he felt sad again. Then it came back, and lingered for a minute or two. Now it's only half there. Just a kind of, But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No. Oh no, that's the crane. We don't want to do the crane one.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
That's the one, I think, where we ended up on the street. When we jumped off the crane, was that when we had the blue door, red door?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping him coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Where is blue door, red door? Oh,
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe He thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he...
Yeah, I've seen this. Well, I guess that's about it. You just can sort of mess around and find a few more of the endings. And, I mean, it's a brilliant observation.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Mental illness, video games, choice, not choosing anything being a choice. And then I guess you just go through it from there.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So I think, according to the wiki, there are 19 different endings you can get in this. And then there's another game after that. So it's more of a... Yeah, interesting. It's like a adventure, walking simulator, narrative sandbox. Achievement quest, in a way. It's almost like trophy hunting. So you're trying to find all the last ones before you can get this extra ending. Interesting. I don't really feel like going through the tedium of hearing all this stuff over again, just to try to track it down. That's been like the last 2 times I've gone through and I've ended up with like really long sections where you're gonna have to go around a hallway over and over and over and over and over and over again. I don't want to do that.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, giddy in a way he had never known. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay, well there's the escape path. Was she the one with the blue and the red? I think it was, actually.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section,
No.
walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on
So I
track.
think you go all the way down here and then it just gives you the crusher. And then from the crusher, you just quit the game and you die.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further.
Oh yeah, there's this bit. He closes the door over and over again. Left door, right door, left door, right door, front doors.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Ooh. It's got chills. That's new. Let me turn this computer off. Beep. Just because I can. Now what?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
So when we
The
went to the
lounge was
museum,
grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to... But eager to get
Started
back
to
to
bleed a
business,
little. It's made him
Stanley
smile.
took the first open door on his left.
no. Great game.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What happens if we fall down there and die?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
There we go.
Someone you've... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Oh, this might be the beautiful room ending. Where you kill yourself or go beautiful room, kill yourself. Oh,
Now
yes.
listen carefully,
Through the
this
red
is
door.
important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
And what could it be?
You see, there's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
All right. But now we're listening to him. That's not good.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from? How did I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
It's on there. What? Are these the first people that ever played it? Or how fast they got through it? Only the worst 3% of the players choose the blue door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
It did.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
All right, something new. It did motivate me, but not in the way you
In this
think.
game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh no.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
It's gonna be Half-Life. From the source code. No, that would have been spoiled. I can't believe that actually people have done such a great job of not spoiling this game. Oh my god,
Well,
Minecraft.
Stanley, is this any better? At last, the one thing you've always desired. A game I had absolutely nothing to do with. But is it enough? Tell me that, Stanley. Will it ever be enough? Well, I'll say this. I'm done making things for you. From now on, I will only create to fulfill a greater artistic purpose. Watch this, Stanley. I'm going to build a house. This will go here, no, here, and then... Let's see, what does it need? Yes, of course, and just to finish it all off, yes,
Look, a little door.
it's complete. I made this, Stanley. Look at it. Gaze upon my work of art and feel ashamed at your own inadequacy. But you've only seen it from the outside. You've only gotten half the experience. Please, step inside and make yourself comfortable.
Okay, seems like a trap.
Isn't it grand? Isn't it perfect? It could only be better if... Wait, that's it. We must rebuild it out of diamond. Diamond everything. Yes, yes, yes. Come along, Stanley. We have to go mining.
I've never played Minecraft. Finally. It's the Minecraft music, though.
Oh my, it looks like it's going to get a bit dark. Have you brought a light?
I don't know. I don't know what the light button is in Minecraft.
Oh, no. This is far more open-ended than I had in mind. I'm looking for something more narrow and linear.
Uh-oh.
Something that makes you feel utterly irrelevant. This won't do at all. 1 out of 5. Even the diamonds couldn't save this one. Okay, new game.
That was nuts. What's it going to be now? I mean, they've already put Minecraft in this. I can't believe this wasn't spoiled. Came out years ago. Great job, everybody. Oh my god, it's Portal.
Yes! I don't even know what this game is, but I love it. You, trapped in a glass box with no way out, listening to me talk. Oh, it's inspired. I couldn't have done it any better myself. What is this game even supposed to be? I can't figure it out. Okay, now I'm curious. Let's go find out what the hell this is.
This is nuts.
Oh, it's a puzzle. Critical thinking, Stanley. Your forte. Genius.
Wow.
No, actually, you know what? I think that's plenty. I really don't care much to see you stumble through any more of the...
Oh, back here. In the beta. Very dark. Looking for clues. Maybe this is what they originally designed for, to be this dark. Make it more of a creepy game. There's a light, follow the light. Make it dark, people will follow the light. I'm like a moth. Moth philosophy. What's this? That looks like a sound mixer. Or maybe that's like a coding, commonly seen coding screen. What now? Okay. That's all the buttons. That's what you do in Doom. The original Doom. Run along the wall and press all the buttons. Try to find secrets. We went to the light. Didn't work. Oh.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Let's see. I'm going to put in Stanley Parable. True ending? Let's see. Is there one? Is there a true ending to the Stanley Parable? NeoGaf. Or is it just completely open-ended? People are saying, don't think so, just loads of different endings. One guy jokes the broom closet is canon. We did the credits. We had to exit the game. And I guess that's it. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, when the guy ran out, and then the woman saw him and thought how lucky she was to not be crazy, which is a bad term. People's brains just think differently. Crazy is a harsh word for that. I think it's that part, maybe it's about mental illness, not being able to control, yet thinking you are sane, but just having no control over it. And then the mundanity of life, of work, of looking after a baby, and of playing a game, and how those line up, and how you choose between both, and how you balance those. And how an actual ending is just turning it off. Or disobeying.
Stanley stood for a long time in one spot. It's part of a game. He likes to see how long he can go without dying. So far, he's doing excellent. And if he just stays right where he is, I'm sure he'll keep up that good momentum. Let's observe the genius at work.
Great writing. Great narrator. I don't know if I would have been happy dropping $20 on this. I don't really like exploring a lot of those things. I like the ideas that it's presenting, and when it was maybe a bit more linear. And I guess I'm completely missing the point of it. I think I understand the point of it to go against to go against many things. The distraction of games, the mundane aspects of life, to obey or to disobey, to explore. But I don't want to go through the tedium of hearing the sort of same script as I hunt around. I got a lot of laughs out of it. Got a lot to think about. It's a very unique game. I'm happy I grabbed it. I didn't grab it on Steam for 20. I grabbed it on some reseller site for like $5. That was good. I would have paid 10 and felt happy. 20? I don't know. It's a very, very intelligent game. But I think I got a pretty good hour or two out of it, and that's about enough. So yeah, 10. Something like that. If you enjoy, you can get it for like $5 or $10, and you're like me and you don't really want to explore a lot. I think you'll get enough out of it. I mean, if you watch this whole thing, then probably not. But if you like to hunt around, if you're more of a trophy hunter, you're like Corey or Maester, one of our Discord admins, hey Corey, then you'll probably get sucked into trying to find everything. If you're a trophy hunter, a completionist. But that's it for me. Let me know what you thought. And I'll see you with more vacation videos. Bye for now.